I'm Erik Mckay. I started lifting weights when I was 11 years old, just basically to keep myself safe. I didn't have the greatest childhood growing up. About 7 years ago, I decided to start no bull strength performance in my basement, 1,400 square foot. No, I don't just train athletes. And people try and put me into a niche or tell me that I need to find a niche of people to train with or whatever, and I like the challenge, I like the relationships with everyone, because I started out just basically doing strength training and conditioning. With 20 years of doing it, I've seen athletes that have all the physical skills, but they fail because their mindset sucks, because their head cases or whatever. I mean, they self-sabotage for multiple different reasons, whatever it is. And so I expanded my business a couple years ago to be able to help people with that emotional, mental management, as well as the strength and nutrition management portion of it, and doing that time management, because if you're going to be an athlete or you're going to be a business owner, that I work with a lot of business owners as well, and people, to be able to succeed in life, you've got to have time management, mental management, organization.
Timmy Lelito. I originally grew up here in Fowlerville, where no bull strength performance is. Erik was actually a middle school coach, and then junior high, and then that's when I moved over to St. Clair and played the last 3 years of my high school career over there. I went to Grand Valley. My second year at Grand Valley, I broke my ankle and just kind of got depressed and blew up, and I think I was right around like 355, 360 at one point. And so, I wanted to make a change, and I felt like I could play at the next level. And I was actually back home for winter break one time and ran into Erik at the gas station. He's like, "Yeah, come over to my house and training and stuff like that, plus doing the internship for Grand Valley." So it really helped out a lot. That just right place, right time type of deal. The formula is awesome here. There's a reason why it works, because you can come here, and if you don't have the mindset like, "Hey, we're going to work hard today," you're not going to get anything out of it.
The biggest thing that I love about what I do is building the relationships with people. So Joe's no different than anyone else. Heard all about he had a stroke and was in a nursing home for a year, no mobility from the neck down, and then it went from waist down, he had no feeling. And he got released, went home, and they had some in-home physical therapy that lasted for just a couple weeks, and then insurance ran out.
Joe Black Jr., I had a stroke and I couldn't move from the neck down, and they told me I wouldn't be able to move anymore. So I was looking for some place to come to, and this was one place that my daughter introduced me to, and so I came over here and started working out here. I work out with my legs and my arms and my neck. I can move my left arm and I can move my left leg, which when I came here I couldn't move either one of them.
So much out there. I mean, to a point, everything works when it comes to strength training and conditioning. Everything will work, but what's the most efficient? What's the safest thing in getting it done? So I don't have someone, well, we should be doing this because so-and-so does it. Well, I'm not so-and-so, and neither are you, and we're not comparing ourselves to anyone else. We're going to do what has worked and what I've seen work for 20 plus years. And so I just try and joke around before the exercises get started. I'll crack some jokes in the middle of our training sometimes, because I want to make sure that the focus is there and just have a good time. We're working our asses off, but we're having a good time.
Being a D2 athlete coming from a Division II school, I've had friends that have gone into the NFL before, Brandon Carr, Nick McDonald, Cam Bradfield, those guys, and they kind of paved the way for me, but they all told me that I had to have a really good pro day. So I come over here, train with Erik, and we train 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday was our lifting days, actually 6 days a week, because Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we would do all pro day stuff. So we would, start the 40, do the vertical jump, broad jump, pro agility, all that stuff. So it was just train for 2.5 months, and 3 months really getting ready for the pro day. And you have to surround yourself with good people and like-minded people that want to do good and want the best from you. To me, it's not about the money. To me, it's showing kids that, you know, even though you're from a small school place, you can do whatever you want to. You know, you can come from humble beginnings. I still come home, do a bunch of camps and stuff. I'm just trying to get kids motivated and involved, and I bring guys back with me. Last year we had Michael Lewis and Mark Ingram come back. I played guitar ever since I was a little kid. I had, I think, one lesson at Schaefer's in Howell when I was maybe like 8 years old. I like to be outdoors. I love it outside, even though it's freezing cold outside right now. I still like to be outside. You know, when I was younger, we had all the motorsports. So we had snowmobiles, we had ski-doos and the sea-doos, you know, jet skis, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, all that stuff. I love hunting right now. I'm a big hunter. After the season, I took like 2 weeks off and just went hunting, just, you know, did my own thing. And we went duck hunting this year with Drew, and it was awesome.